from the Mike Eisenstadt Performance Studio. This is the Live Music Showcase, brought to you by WMNF Tampa and the Tampa Bay Arts and Education Network. I'm Marcy Finkelstein, your host for the next hour, usually here on a Tuesday morning, and thrilled to be here to talk to Have Gun Will Travel, the band that was voted most popular at this year's Tropical Heatwave. They're here to talk about their new CD and play a lot of music for you, so let's get started. Here's Have Gun Will Travel.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Showcase. What's the name of that song?
It's called Trouble.
Makes sense. You know, it's interesting. That's about a man who's down.
Yeah.
And your new album is really a lot about resilience and getting back up. And I want to talk a lot about it because it's a fascinating idea. It's a concept album.
Yeah.
You're an Americana band that decided to do an album about a British explorer.
Yeah.
So tell us about it.
It kind of just came about. You know, on its own, really. It's a book that was introduced to me a long time ago, probably a decade or so ago, by my wife, and I read it, and it was, you know, it always stuck with me as one of my favorite books. And then we got kind of closer to the time to start working on a new record, and we had a song that we were working that we had worked out, and we kind of recorded a demo version of it. And we played it, and you know, I brought it home and played it, and she kind of reminded me. She's like, "That kind of sounds like the Shackleton. Reminds me of like the Shackleton story." And you know, conversation kind of started from that, you know, from then on, and it just became. It turned into a bigger and bigger thing. Originally, it was going to be like a maybe 4 or 5 song EP about that story, the Shackleton story, but it just kind of got more and more involved as we got into the making of the record, and we realized it couldn't be told in just a few songs, so it ended up being a full-length album.
little deeper about the Shackleton story, he set out to cross the Antarctic,
Hmm.
but ran into some trouble.
Yeah. I mean, kind of right off the bat, the ship that they were in, which was called the Endurance, got trapped in like the pack ice, and ultimately got destroyed, got crushed in the ice, and so the crew had to basically kind of abandon ship and live on the ice, and were stranded there for quite a long time before they were able to kind of get their, find their way out.
But everybody survived.
The entire crew, yeah, everybody came home alive.
And this was right like around during World War I, 19...
It was early 1900s, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's, I guess, what resonated with you, not just the being down, but the perseverance.
Yeah, exactly. The endurance, if you will. Yeah,
Right.
but like the perseverance of it, and it's kind of like I associate it with being in the band and kind of what we've been doing. I mean, not to say that what we do is compares to what those guys went through or anything, but just the kind of doing this thing, being out on this kind of journey of ours that we're on, and running into all kinds of obstacles and adversity, and having to kind of push through and keep going forward.
Well, the new album is called Science from an Easy Chair. Let's hear a song from it.
All right, we're going to do, this is one of the first couple songs on the record, and it's basically set in the time frame of, right when the expedition would have been kicking off. This is a song called Spirit of Discovery.
Maddie, sound mixer, Jake Resnick, Kate Cardenas, and Miss Lowe, assistant sound tech, Richard Stone, Marcy Connors, Tom Connors and Bob Hoke, video crew, Steve Arduengo, producer, and Mildred Matos, associate producer. I'm Marcy Finkelstein, thrilled to be here with Have Gun Will Travel. That was Spirit of Discovery from their new album, Science from an Easy Chair. Matt, do you feel that when you create a song, do you feel that sense of discovery?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, every time you're kind of, trying to tap into something that you haven't done before. So there's definitely like trying to find new, trying to break new ground. I think every time, personally, I mean, every time I sit down and start working on something, I'm hoping to get somewhere new.
It's funny, the more you talk, the more I see such parallels with Ernest Shackleton, the explorer. Interesting. This new album title, Science from an Easy Chair, where does that come from?
It's from the story. Basically, the guys, like when the crew, after they had abandoned the ship and they were kind of stuck living on the ice for months and months, and they were trying to just do things to just keep themselves occupied and kind of keep their sanity. And one of the things that they would do is kind of gather together and like read aloud from some of the books that they were traveling with. And one of them was it was a book of like scientific studies that was kind of compiled and put together into one collection. And the name of that book was Science from an Easy Chair. And so it was kind of like, I thought that it was fitting in the sense that that's what kept them sane, and kind of kept them from losing it while they were kind of dealing with what they were dealing with.
Well, that whole sense of keeping going and dealing with what needs to be dealing with, I'd like you to talk about the song that inspired the entire album, True Believers.
Okay. Yeah, that was the first one that was written for the album, and oddly enough, it wasn't the Shackleton story wasn't really in mind when that song was written. It was kind of a personal song about kind of where the band was at and kind of feeling some a little bit of like frustration, and feeling like we really needed to be moving forward, and we really weren't getting a whole lot of help from outside of the band, basically. And I kind of came to the conclusion that we really are kind of the only true believers that we have, and if we're gonna go anywhere, if we're gonna do anything, we've got to be the ones to kind of make that happen. And so that's where True Believers came from, and then that kind of spawned the idea to write the rest of the record about the Shackleton story.
Well, that's, I guess, how a touring band of indie musicians manages to stay together for many years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if you would, let's hear True Believers from
All right.
a group of True Believers. Have Gun Will Travel on the live music showcase on WMNF.
Well, this boat has never been nobody's flagship, and never been the pride of any fleet. But we lean into the wind like a devil's closing in, never willing to surrender or retreat. So we ventured out on the troubled water, and held natural for them. Every passing conquer every vessel in our path. With our battle flag unfurled, now it's us against the world. We're the only true believers that we have. We are the only true believers that we have. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We are the only true believers that we have. Whoa, whoa. We are the only true believers that we have. Whoa, whoa.
Have Gun Will Travel, True Believer, from their new album, Science from an Easy Chair, on the Live Music Showcase on WMNF Radio. I'm Marcy Finkelstein, the very lucky person that's getting to sit with this incredible band. Now, Matt, I've been talking with you, but first of all, I love the passion in that song, and you really get that sense that it takes a true believer to sustain what you guys have done.
Awesome.
And truly, it's clear from all you've said that you are a band. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. We'll go around and kind of introduce everybody back there. In the drum dungeon is JP. Got Scott over there on the electric guitar.
Hey guys.
My brother Danny Burke right here on the bass.
Howdy.
And this is our buddy Ed on the keys.
Hello.
And I'm Matt. If I didn't already say that.
Now, I understand. Today, first of all, tonight is your CD release party
Yeah.
at the Crowbar in Ybor City.
Yeah.
And I understand you're giving away an autographed vinyl copy of your new album.
We are. Yeah. We actually just got those yesterday. Just came in yesterday. Kind of last minute, but yeah, we're excited, and we want to give one of those away.
That's how we do things.
So yeah, we thought it'd be cool to do kind of a a little bit of a trivia type of a giveaway. So if anybody can call in with the years that the expedition actually took place. First person to call with the answer to that question gets a free record.
Okay, the number's 813-239-9663. And what was the year of the Shackleton expedition? And that's a photograph of Shackleton's boat on the album cover?
That's the Endurance, yeah,
Wow,
as it was trapped in the ice.
that's great. Now, I know you talked about not getting a lot of outside support initially, but the great Sean Kyle produced this album.
He did, yeah.
How did that collaboration come about?
We just, we've all been friends for a long time, and I think we were in Austin at one of the South by Southwest festivals, and we just kind of ran into him. We were both out there, and we kind of started talking about, it'd be cool to do something together, and because we've really done our records on our own without any sort of producer. Scott, our guitar player, is the one who's handled kind of mixing and engineering the recording sessions for our previous records, and we wanted to try something different. And Sean had a new space that he was working with, and we just kind of got into discussions about doing that.
And the producer really makes a big difference in the sound. And
I feel yeah, that's the case, definitely. He was very hands-on, and he had a lot of really good ideas,
and awesome old guitars.
a lot of
And effects.
a lot of really nice gear, and he and I didn't butt heads on too many issues, so I think it worked out really well, and yeah, he definitely helped us out on it.
he also played guitar on the album.
Yeah, he played guitar on a few of the songs, and he'll be playing with us tonight as well.
Great, at the Crowbar for your CD release party, Science from an Easy Chair.
Yeah.
How about another song?
Well, what we'd like to do is we have a good buddy of ours, Garrett Klon, who's he's starting this tour with us, and he's going to be on the whole thing. he's an awesome singer-songwriter, and yeah, he's going to be in the van with us and on this expedition with us for the next month and a half. So we wanted to bring him in here and let him play a couple songs.
Great, Garrett Klein. And I guess if your van breaks down and you get stranded, you'll have a whole other album worth of material.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works.
Well, Garrett, welcome to WMNF. Welcome to Tampa. You're from New York, I understand.
Yes, ma'am, I am. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Take it away. What's the name of the song you're going to sing?
This song is called Silver Wings. It's on a new record that I have coming out in a couple of months.
Give me a chance of grace, another shot at peace. Give me 40 days and nights that tantalize and tease. And somewhere out there I heard a story about a king and queen. He had a distance in his eyes, she had silver wings. If she knew him how, broken arrows know the ground. Give me a dance with fate, I'll be gone so long no one can tell. Give me extraordinary light, it always seems to help. Now what was that sound? It hit me like a symphony. And when the doors begin to close, I hope I still believe. So take good care of yourself, silver wings. So take good care of yourself, silver wings. But be careful what you're wishing for. Be careful what you're wishing for. Be careful what you're wishing for.
Garrett Klein opening for Have Done Will Travel with their album release party tonight at the Crowbar and going on tour with them. So this is a national tour. What are you guys up to? How long will you be gone?
Yeah, we're going to be out for about 7 weeks. He's doing most of the tour with us, and it is full U.S. We're going all the way out, like the West Coast and up to the Northwest, and then we're cutting back over and up into the Northeast, and then back down. So we're doing the entire continental U.S.
Is this something you've done before, or is this more than you've done?
It's a little more than we've done in the past. We've been out for a long period, but we haven't gone quite as far. We haven't gotten to the West Coast yet, so we're excited about getting out there.
That's great. Now, you all have